After a quick taxi ride, we're now at, or approaching at least on this little side street, the Central Market in Plaza de los Panchos. This is the big market on Saturday. People from all over the area and villages come to sell their wares and to do their business and probably to socialize. Adding also that there are day tours from Quito that just shoot up here. It takes an hour and a half, so take an hour and a half to get here, an hour and a half to get back. Next door are the normal shops who hope to do some business and probably do. The various kinds of hats that are in vogue here. And you will see many people, including the natives, using these shawl or something. Boy, they've got them here. Good for everything. Come and have lunch. Buenos dias, señor. The section we're entering into is where there's lots of food. Behind me are these little kiosks where I'll come back because it's going to be hot. Some of them are actually boiling. And we get chicken and some papas. The way I like to get it. Here you get some signs of the kinds of hats that are worn. Giving all a dapper look. For the best restaurant, you go where most of the people are, and that's right here. You can buy fresh peas that are already peeled, lima beans. Give the entire root system, or plant system, which we don't normally do, at least for that. Kind of thing, tuber, I'm not sure what we would call it. This little lady is giving us individual corn kernels. ¿Cómo está? I don't know what this elongated fruit is. That looks almost like a celery of some sort. And these are little plants that I see, but I think that's mint. And I'm not sure what this one is. These are plants I'll see when I'm hiking here. Pears. Not sure. Any money at all, you can eat well in South America as well as Asia. It's interesting here that there are only 34 kinds of potatoes apparently in Quito alone. I think these are cucumbers. Yep. Strawberries. Colored shawls, aren't they? Pasta, rice. It's like a couple of different kinds, or some kind of oatmeal, I'm guessing that is. A tuber that we're used to. But not that one. Unless, can't remember the names. Amote? Sí. Aquí? Aurilla blanca. Aurilla blanca.
Limón, pepino. Chucar una fruta dulce.
Ah, good. Muchas gracias, mi maestra, mi maestra. Well, the side streets around the square, like so many markets everywhere, is also filled up with vendors. Again, you wonder, what do they do with all this extra produce if they don't sell it here? Take it back to the village? Some of the different kinds of potatoes, corn, a white corn, interesting. And seeds, Sesame Street, it looks like, sesame, ground up corn. Oh, this is how it gets done. That's how you do it quickly. Interesting, it looks like pumpkin seeds. Radish powder, no problem. This radish powder I think is maybe used in that sauce that's very spicy that they sometimes give you in restaurants. Raspberries. Many fruits that you can get throughout Ecuador. It's apparently such an incredibly rich environment for growing everything. Small things. This apparently is the fruit that's inside here. I've seen this before but never knew what it was. Some pretty little chairs. Marita. Again, more of the 34 kinds of potatoes, but look at these colored potatoes there.
¿Cómo en inglés?
No sé. No sé. Yeah. Beans, but maybe a different kind of land bean. Oh, that's the bean there. You see it? No idea what these little critters are. I've never seen them. They're not living. I mean, they're plants. The inside of this large, round squash. And a lot of these foods, like this one here, cucumber, are not so well evolved by first world nations so that we don't recognize them. Apples. The traditional male outfit. These and grapes. Don't know if those are local to this part of Ecuador. Favorite beets. Probably livers for cows. We can't be sure. Maybe tongue. Flour. Peas. Or lima beans. There may be those lima beans there. What we call them. Get them already cut up, just like the States. Some flowers that probably came from when we come to just before we get to Otavalo. You look in the valley and it almost looks like it's a lake because everything has plastic sheeting over it. It's greenhouses. Cabbages, not to mention big head of broccoli. Small cherry-like. I'm not sure if they're cherries or some kind of currant. The potatoes we're familiar with. What comes from these large pots. He's working on is what you see right beyond that plate there, which is I've seen in Orient, and that's that fruit is. These are large papayas. Hats are apparently made with this little jig right here. I'm not quite sure how it works, but it probably opens up, gives them some kind of a form to look up. And many of these are not made here and not worn here, like these probably aren't. Those look more like crocodile Dundee wannabe. This is a device that may be used for making pasta, I'm not really sure. It looks like something you see in making wool, but I don't think that's the point. Notice also that there are grills all along here. Whether they're part of it or not, I don't know. And it could be that's really just for roasting cuy. And that this is not an assembly, but several of the same kind of things. Interesting that things are still setting up, so this is going to be a big, long day for these folks. The endless hours of extra time that kids and women, and maybe men in the villages have are the same, so I'm going to cut back into the market proper. Oh, yeah. They even get such big, huge, heavy bundles in here. A pullover sweater type thing. Just an endless supply, it seems like. Oh, in case you're wondering how you get those big bundles in here. They're pretty colors. Not sure if they're incense burners or not. Some little toys, souvenirs for turista, no? Decorate your hostel or your home. More hats. Maybe made in the villages. I'd have to take a closer look, but I want to pick one up because I think I want to. This is my soup with chicken soup, I guess, with potato and with a large slab of chicken. And it's in this little restaurant here. Sash, I think these are. I don't know what these things are. They look like just simple bookmarks, but I saw a woman buying, a Caucasian woman buying a bunch of it. How do these people make any money when they're all selling exactly the same thing? You just tie around your waist belts. Pretty sure this is the main square of Otavalo, probably
Y a ver, ya te con la última carta del